Well, we're going to start the interview by saying thanks for talking to BackstageAxxess.com. It's one of our first interviews for the site. It's going to be debuting next week.
Wait, what is this?
BackstageAxxess.com.
You told me it was E. I'm out.
First question, actually, it's not even a question. It's happy pre-50th birthday. Couple weeks. How are we celebrating the big 5-0?
Yeah, 5-0. Yeah, that's kind of a weird one. Next Sunday, right here at the Hilton, having a little cabana thing again. We were just talking about. I got a cabana for the day, and I got friends coming up from L.A. and Nashville and Florida, and everybody's coming to see the shows for a couple days, and then Sunday it's just on. You only hit 50 once. I may not hit 51. I'm just saying, we're going for it.
Where is the big party so you can invite all of your thousands of friends?
Thousands? Apparently you haven't read the Motley history. Anyway, no, we're actually going to do it right here at the pool. I normally the guys and I, we all go home on Sundays after the weekends because we play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday here at the hotel. But because I have so many friends coming, a bunch of friends wanted to gamble and just kind of chill and hang out for a few days. So my girlfriend and I decided to stay till Tuesday. So we're having kind of a little gathering on the roof on Sunday, like just Sunday afternoon, really mellow. And we're just going to have, sun, fun, cake, booze, and women.
So basically, if you want to see the Monster Circus besides every other night in town, you have to come next weekend because next weekend's that's going to be it.
Yeah, and, if you want to see a bunch of white pasty guys in bathing suits, yeah, this is your opportunity.
Tell the fans out there, explain what the Monster Circus is.
It's just kind of, well, to be completely honest with you, it's the brainchild of Tony, who was Tony Montana, who, if you're a great White fan, he was originally a bass player. He's a monster guitar player, no pun intended. Great guitar player, and he called Rudy and I, God, like a few years ago. He goes, man, it'd be really cool if we could do something like rock and roll with like a circus theme and like, just things going on like aerialists and dancing girls and just the whole thing. And we thought it was a great idea. And he goes, let's do it. We do it in Vegas. And it's just something that's, it's actually, it's growing. We're changing it. We're fine tuning it as we go. We're rock guys. We're not used to doing things like in a, kind of a Vegas show manner, you know what I mean, per se. But we're, it's kind of growing. We're fine tuning it and everything. But it's just a great idea because if you go up and down the strip, you look and see, with the constant influx of people that are coming in and out of Vegas, you look at the strip and you go, okay, there's Celine Dion and there's Elton John and there's Bette Midler and there's Cher and there's Donnie and Marie and all these great artists, but there's nothing real, no like
more
rock thing, Now there is the Queen show, there is the Queen show, and there's the Beatles thing, but when you go there, it's like that's it. That's all you're going to see is the Beatles. Our thing is we're doing music from all of our careers. We're doing other people's music, like just classic rock tunes. Hopefully, we're going to have special guests. Some of the people that we've talked with is obviously D, who's doing, he's done a lot of the shows with us so far. But we've talked to D. We've talked to Ted Nugent, Sammy Hagar, Ann Wilson. It's a huge list of people. And then we want to have even some friends, maybe the guys from Rat and whoever's in the audience come up. Hey, here's some extra tunes that we do. Pick one. Let's, and like the audience will never know like actually who's going to show up. And, so we want to make it fun. And that whole old Rat Pack vibe that, they had back in the 60s, Sinatra and Dean Martin, all like the Friends. But just like an all around rock concert show with dancing girls and aerialists and, midget tosses and all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll get to all that circus stuff. But how were you involved in the production?
As far as like putting the thing together, well, to be honest with you, I don't live in LA, so my input at this point you know, I have had some input, but not as much as the other guys. Like I talked about it early on with Tony and Pete and Rudy, but you know, it's been more like Tony's baby, to be honest with you. So, I mean, I've had certain things where I go, dude, I don't know, it's a little, you know, there's cheesy and then there's cheese whiz. There's a fine line there.
Well, speaking going back on what you were talking about, like midget tossing and stuff, what can the fans expect? Maybe like swallowing swords, riding an elephant, shaving a bearded lady. What are you going to attack during the show? Any kind of stunts?
Well, I'm up for the shaving of the bearded lady. You know, you take that any way you want. But as far as swallowing, there's no swords going here. I'm pretty sure. We're going to leave that up to one of the other guys. Call me homophobic, call me whatever you want, but, you know, no. I'll swallow my food. I've swallowed a tooth on occasion, but no swords. Not going to happen. Next question.
Couple of the guys that you have playing, it's almost like a reunion. You form a band union with Bruce and obviously Brent Fitz now on keyboards. You know, how's that been going?
Fine. I mean, well, Bruce isn't here now. He actually. The funny thing about this is we all do other things as well. Bruce, unfortunately, fortunately, he plays with Grand Funk Railroad, which is huge. I love that band. He had these shows he had prior commitments with, but so we got Dave Kushner from Velvet Revolver for the month of April, and he's great as well. One of the first people I met when I got to LA. Now, like as far as Brent kind of came in at the last minute, you know. None of us were really sure. Like we're like, man, do we want a keyboard player? Like, you know. And then there was some things that we wanted to do with, you know, just some, like while we're talking, maybe some underlying pad things, or, you know, and like we're doing some Whitesnake. It's great, you know, having that keyboard there. So, Brent, you know, and it's funny. Like, there's been people in the audience going Union, you know. But it's fine. I get along. I honestly get along with Bruce and Brant and even Jamie. Like I haven't talked with him in a while, but we all get along fine. You know what I mean?